Since the new Star Trek series is called Discovery, I thought it would be cool to talk about some things that Star Trek has discovered over the years, which I only say in air quotes since some of these things might be more of the things I discovered thanks to Star Trek variety. But some of them are Trek firsts, and I think you'll agree we're all the better for them. For example, I think we can all agree that Star Trek discovered the best way of dealing with time travel paradoxes. Okay, so it's Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, aka Star Trek the one with the whales. Scotty teaches some rando how to make a super futuristic space-age polymer called transparent aluminum, and Bones is like, "Scott, man, what are you doing? You're gonna break space-time." But Scotty's just like, really chill, and he says,
"How do we know he didn't invent the thing?"
How indeed, and it all works out. Can you imagine how much better most time travel stories would be if everyone took the Montgomery Scott approach? None of this, we're deep flambéing the space-time continuum, bro. Just wave your hands, assume a little predestination, and drink some scotch. Here's another important Star Trek discovery, scants. I mean, I'm not gonna say men never wore skirts prior to the fictionalized 24th century that is Star Trek The Next Generation, but I believe it was Jaden Smith who once tweeted, "Don't worry, bae, I'll talk to you about space-time over FaceTime." And he rocks scants and might not have without Star Trek, so full circle. Thanks, Next Gen. All right, I'm gonna combine these next three discoveries into one and just say that Star Trek discovered Apple products. Hear me out. Between what are obviously the original tablets, that communicators and tricorders are kind of just iPhones, and the fact that Gene Roddenberry's wife voiced all the computers because she was the original Siri.
Computer dispatches.
A research inquiry from the Manitoba Journal of Interplanetary Psychology and 3 communiques from your mother.
I mean, look, if I'm wrong, may Steve Jobs' ghost strike me down. See? Still standing. Thanks, Steve. You're welcome, Danny, and thanks, Star Trek. Yo, that was definitely Steve Jobs and not me talking into my hand. Easing on down the road, can we all acknowledge Geordi's visor and the value of Star Trek discovering that putting a banana hair clip over your eyes looks cool? There was a lot of experimenting going on, figuring out what Geordi's visor was gonna look like, but in the end, hair clip.
Idiots.
And any prop a kid can imitate with something off their mom's vanity and some silver and gold Sharpies is dope. A quick shout out also goes to Star Trek for discovering that having William Shatner and Nichelle Nichols kiss on TV is a fun way of flipping the bird at institutionalized racism. And while we're at it, Star Trek did also discover that you could make a show about a single black father in charge of a space station, another show about a woman captaining a ship lost in space, and have no other Star Trek shows on for 7 straight years until 2001, where a white guy is in charge, and everything will remain cool, and Star Trek will still be super great, and it will still be Star Trek, an actual important discovery. Great job. Finally, I think we all owe a debt of gratitude to Star Trek for discovering that while it may be very cold in space,
It is very cold in space.
that doesn't mean your sexy fine self cannot still run around in your Starfleet underoos.
Come on, babe.
Just because a guy's in his underwear, you think the worst.
And I am all for space aerobics and your space tights
But there's nothing rational about this.
while we talk about our space
Who needs rational when your toes curl up?
feelings. Hey, Jean-Luc. All right, Star Trek made some discoveries. We made some discoveries together here today, I think. Feel free to keep discovering more with Star Trek as you watch the new Star Trek show, which is called Discovery. And I will see you next time. Bye.